Welcome to Modern Explorer. I'm Mateo Arguello, and today we are at the Survival University up here in Cripple Creek with Jason Marsteiner. He's actually runs this school, but he's helping me right now to record the Jeep and some of its cool upgrades. So let's just get right into it, because not only that, we're also going to be showcasing this off-road gearing product, a dome tent that we have attached to the Jeep right now too, that we've been trying out. But before we get into that, let's take a look at some of the new updates with the Jeep. Come over here. So the Jeep now has a 4.7 liter stroker engine, which gives me about 50% more power, which I'm super excited about. It took a long time to get this thing up and running after the old engine died. You know, I changed everything out with performance parts. You name it, it's there, you know, like the exhaust manifold, you know, the water pump. I think almost everything is brand new and performance parts. So this gives me a lot more power. It's been nice to finally get back on the road. The only downside is that I have to use premium gas right now, which is costing me a lot of money. It does pretty well with gas mileage on highways and open roads, but in city it's terrible. So I'm gonna be trying to stay away from the city for a while these next couple months as I travel around and explore. So some other things that are new and makes life way easier is I have a limited slip in the front, and I have like an electric gear locker in the back, along with stronger axles, and it's been re-geared to, I think, a 388 or a 346. I don't know, one of those that's in the range for 35s, and I can definitely tell a difference. 4x4 now is not as challenging as it used to be when I just have the lockers going or the limited slip starts, but it is nice to have. As you can see, I need new tires. In fact, when I was starting to invest in these tires, that was going to be like my main investment for the year. The Jeep engine died, so I had to change and start investing and working on that. But that's the next step, right? Is to get a bunch of money to buy new tires. I'm going to be upgraded to 35s from the 33s, so hopefully you all get to see that when that comes out. I don't know if you've noticed that I've had this before, but here are rock sliders that have been built right in to the unibody, which is great. You know, like it's gives me more clearance and protects like the body of the Jeep. And of course, like everything down here, if you come over here, everything's just been upgraded. It's all beefier, like linkage. I even got like a upgraded steering box. I have an electric fan here, the Taurus fan, I believe, which has been helpful. Gives me a little bit better gas mileage and a little more power. And of course, I have like a Bilstein shocks and some of like the regular stuff you'd expect for a lifted vehicle. So if we come back here, some other additions. The other side's not complete yet, but I had a friend cut these open, Craig, who's helped me a lot with this Jeep, so I can add in the 35s later without lifting it, because I really do like my center of gravity to be low, and I think we're maybe at 4-inch lift on here, so I don't want to go up high. I want to keep it the way it is and just like build out, and I think I'll probably just stick to 35s, because after that I'm gonna probably have to upgrade like the axles to like 1 ton. and I don't plan to do that anytime soon. Other cool feature, these axles, this wheel, if you notice, these are disc brakes. So instead of the Dremel ones, which is really exciting because it really helps with stopping and just anything, especially off-roading. So that's a new addition. If you can see back there, you can even see Striker. He's like chilling over there, the pups. But if you look up here, this is another cool innovation that I thought of, and I dreamed things up, and then my friend Craig and others helped me build it, and I'm really thankful for them because without them, this wouldn't be here. But this is a diesel heater that's right now not working because it, you know, like some things they're just old and worn out and cheap. Like this tank just got busted and it's leaking. So I just got a new one, like a steel one. I'm gonna be replacing it and a few other things inside. But this is the outside of it. And this is gonna be eventually gonna help me with the hot water shower. I know in the last video, if you watched it, the hot water shower used a heat exchanger in the engine. This new system, when it gets developed, is going to take advantage of the heating system of the diesel heater. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I was thinking of using the exhaust because the exhaust is around 500 degrees versus the heater goes around like 200. But I don't know if like there's going to be pressure issues. So that's something I have to look into. But if anyone's done that before, let me know. If we want to jump up here real quick. For those of you that saw the first video, this is something from it. Like right here, you can see the solar panel. It's 100 watt, and this has been, I've had this, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years longer, and it's been doing just fine. The battery I've replaced, it's one of the Optima like marine batteries. Obviously, it's not the best spot out here in the heat and in the cold, but I just don't have room in the Jeep. And here, you can criticize me, I deserve it. I have not rotated the spare tire like I should, and that's why it's full of tread, and you can see how low my treading actually is. All right, let's head down real quick, and we'll go to the other side and see some of the features in it on the inside. And again, if you have any questions about the Jeep that I may have missed or clarification, let me know. You know, I may have missed some stuff, but right here you can see like there's a bed system in the Jeep that folds out. It's really nice. It's been really comfortable. It's 3-inch memory foam. I had to cut it a little bit so it fit with the fridge. Something that you saw in the first one, if you look over here, is I replaced the 2-door Jeep that allows you access to pull this down with the hinge here for the 4-door, and that allows me to bring this down to give me more space. And where I have this, if you notice right here, this thing goes up and down. So that allows me to use the front seats and people can ride with me, which is very convenient, right? All right. So now that you've seen that, we'll go and check out the tent and some of the things in the back of the Jeep, like the refrigerator and the diesel heater. So I'm really thankful that we get the opportunity to test this out, you know, from Offroading Gear. This is their tent right here, and they actually sent it to Modern Explorer, and you should definitely check them out. A really awesome company out of Canada, and they asked us to do like a review, and so this is the review. Something I've been using, something I've been testing out, and something that may get incorporated into future operations here at Modern Explorer. So let's go check it out. It's really big, it's spacious, and you can see like I barely have anything in it. This would be great for long-term like camping, or if you have a lot of people to coming with you. And you can see what's neat is that it attaches right to your sorry, distraction. It attaches right to your SUV. And something they want to show is how effectively this will attach to SUVs. And so in this case, we're showcasing it on the Jeep. And to be honest with you, like this is the second time I've set this up, and I put everything together. Like if you come out here, there's like these latches and stuff to to connect it up above here too. And I didn't connect them this time because it stays really effectively, especially when you just tighten this one down here. I don't know if that's going to be the case in all vehicles, but on the Jeep, it makes it really easy just to hold it on, and then I can just flip this off and zip this tent up and then drive off and keep the tent here, which is really convenient if you're going to be staying a while. Now, if you're trying to be quick, like I like to sometimes do, you know, we're just going to stay a day or two, this tent probably isn't something you're going to want to use because it does take a little bit to put up, and I'm thankful I had Jason here to help me because it takes a little bit of time to set it up. In fact, one of the things that we ran into, and I don't know if we did it wrong, but it is recorded, is one of the poles broke, like right here I had to tape it because it started like cracking, and I don't know if it's because it got caught somewhere and we put too much strength, or if it's a quality issue, but that's just something to be aware of, as far as there's a high chance that we just weren't aware and we put too much strength and it was catching somewhere. I'm not sure what the answer is, but be aware, you know, with these tents. Another cool thing, again, coming in here, especially for me, right? The way I have this set up is I have my refrigerator right here. And what's important with these refrigerators, I've been using this refrigerator, which they don't make the Out Sunny anymore, but there's a lot of generic ones. This refrigerator wasn't very expensive compared to like some of the more popular ones. But I'll tell you what, I've been using this refrigerator in here for at least 6 or 7 years with no issues. No issues. Like, I'm really impressed because I thought like it wasn't gonna last that long because it was like a knockoff. But I've been really impressed with it. And you know, we can even look inside really quick. And I have this stuff on here because it insulates it, and I don't have enough room to insulate it properly. Insulation is really important, especially during the summer. And something I've learned is that the solar obviously keeps it running all day long, but at night, if it's not insulated enough, it'll overwork and drain the battery, and the controller will stop like power to it. So something to also be aware of. But you can see it has like a refrigerator section. And then like this could even turn into a freezer section if I wanted to. And I have like, it's packed right now because I'm on like this long journey. And then right above it, yeah, you'll see like the diesel heater, which is gonna get a rework. Right here is the new, a little smaller, but this is gonna be the new fuel tank. I also got like a new, better fuel pump, which everyone told me, you know, like in the forums when I was signing up to do it, that I should do it, and I just didn't listen. But again, it was a couple years ago, and I figured I would use it till like it stopped working. And once I got the Jeep running after, I don't know, like probably 2 years, it took a long time to get this thing up and running because of other wiring issues. It ran a few times and then it stopped working. So you can see right here, this is where the control module is that pushes power to everything else. And then further still over here, right here. So this is the control module. And then a little further over there, like that's a temperature gauge for in and outdoor thermometer, which, you know, is like just a little fancy thing for me. And then right up here, you can see like I have these lights that go all around like half of the Jeep, and it's been effective. It doesn't use very much power, and it lets me it makes it convenient in here for all kinds of things.
Cookies, most important thing. Cookies.
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. So there you have it. This is the dome tent, and that's kind of like a basic review. And I would say, like, just to clarify, it's an amazing tent. It costs around $300, and you can get like a discount through like the link below if you're interested in it. Yeah, somewhere in the description down there, you'll find it. It's really spacious. It's really nice that you have this easy access to connect your vehicle, especially like one like mine. I know there's a lot more out there, where you have like your whole setup, your whole kitchen right here. And so that's nice. Some of the other things that are cool is this awning that you can see right here that we've been walking by without really talking about. And this is great for weather like now. Like right now it's really hot out here, a little bit of breeze, but this awning lets you be able to have stuff out here and even cook out here, you know, like having the awning is nice, like for cooking and just enjoying the weather without like having to deal with the rain or the heat. And there's a lot of like screens. This whole door turns into a screen, the windows, so you get a lot of like airflow into here. When I'm up in the wilderness, I'm normally just with a tarp and a bivy sack. So it is cool, like getting like acquainted again with the tent, and one from a company that I you know I really like and admire. And that's honestly one of the reasons why we're doing this video, is because I do like this company. Like they have great staff, and they have I think a good like business strategy, and that's something I can get behind. Because you'll probably notice here at Modern Explorer, there haven't been very many gear reviews or you know, like products showcased here, and that's because we take seriously things that are going to align with the scope of Modern Explorer versus things that are just you know, have nothing to do with the channel. And so that's why I'm excited to not only showcase like a product, but also from a product of a business that I'm willing to support myself personally. So I don't know if that necessarily means like this is the right tent for you, but this is definitely something that I'm excited to be able to try out and test out in future operations. Obviously, some of the critiques, because as you can tell, like I do like the tent. I think it's awesome. But one of the things that me, just like because of the person I am, is I'd prefer it to be a darker color. Because I know like it's this color because so you can find it out in the wilderness. But I like to kind of be like incognito and hidden. That's just like my theme, right? And so this color, like. Can be seen really obviously, and I think like having like multiple selections of something like also darker would be awesome to like reach like a larger target audience. And the other thing I think to consider is if you're doing this by yourself, it's a great tent for a lot of room, but it's also tricky trying to set it up by yourself. Like having at least two people makes it a lot easier just because it is a big tent. And lastly, the only other thing is the break in the poles. I don't know if that's something we did or that was weak, and that's something to also be aware of with this product. Well, there you have it. There's an update on the Jeep, which I'm super stoked about because it has like, I can go a lot more places, a lot more reliability, and you get to see like this awesome new product, this dome tent from Offroading Gear. And so like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. And let me know what you think of the Jeep, other suggestions for it, because I have some big ideas I want to do with the Jeep, but I want to hear your thoughts because it might end up happening on this Jeep. And what do you think about this tent? You know, check it out on the link. Give the company some support. They're a great company, and they have some awesome products. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.